I now request Ms. Debjani Ghosh, President, NASSCOM, to join us on stage to deliver the keynote address. A veteran of the technology industry, she is the first woman to lead the organization in its 3-decade history. Under her leadership, NASSCOM coined the term TechNate in 2020 to define a decade where technology will transform from being an enabler to playing a key role in governance. With multiple feathers in her cap, Ms. Ghosh was honored in 2018 by the President of India under the auspices of the First Ladies Program, which honors exceptional women pioneers in their respective fields, and Vogue declared her as the Tech Leader of the Year 2020. A huge round of applause for Ms. Ghosh, ladies and gentlemen. The stage is all yours, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Where's the Dilliwala energy? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. I know it's after lunch, but it's fantastic to be here. It's fantastic. Thank you so much, Samir, for bringing the SME Confluence back. Absolutely fantastic to be here. I hope to see a lot more energy because SME Confluences are always buzzing with energy, buzzing with urgency, buzzing with conversation. So it's really great to be here. And I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. B.B. Swain, Secretary MSME, for coming here and gracing this occasion. Thank you so much, sir. It really means a lot. We've heard a lot about disruption, we've heard a lot about changes, we've heard a lot about AI. You know, I just think that we are tremendously lucky to be witnessing, not just witnessing, but living during one of the most unprecedented and game-changing transformations the world has ever seen. This is going to rewrite the rules of competition. This is going to rewrite the rules of how we play the game, whether it's in manufacturing, health, retail, it doesn't matter. And I'm talking about the AI transformation. And when you think about the AI transformation, there's a question that comes to mind. When you see the pace of AI transformation, right, it's pretty much a straight line. It's transforming exponentially. The speed at which things are changing is truly exponential. And for someone like me who's grown up at Intel, Moore's Law, I mean, there's no better definition of, example of Moore's Law than what we are seeing happening with AI today. But what happens to companies when technology is so transformative that it's completely changing the game? What do companies have to do? They have to reinvent the talent to keep up, to master the technology, and they have to reinvent their business models. Now, how do you think companies are doing with respect to reinvention of talent and business models? Do you believe that the pace of reinvention of companies, talent, business models, processes, is anywhere close to the pace of transformation of AI? I'm seeing a lot of head shaking. The answer is a hell no. I mean, it's no way. If the AI transformation is a curve, that is a line that goes like this, the pace of our change is somewhere here. And this is the gap. This is a huge gap, which is both an opportunity and a tremendous challenge. Now, everyone, we recently had a retreat, NASSCOM retreat, where we get all the industry leaders together for 2-3 days to talk about what are the challenges, what's worrying them, what are the opportunities. This, by far, was the conversation. Everyone is worried, not about AI and not about AI transformation. That we have seen, we saw that coming. But the speed at which it's happening has just completely taken everyone by surprise. And I think this is the time where the rules of how we compete is going to be completely disrupted. It's going to be completely written. In fact, I was thinking that In this world, will categories like large companies, SMEs, startups even matter? The only thing that matters to me, or frankly, I just see the world in two when it comes to companies, when it comes to businesses: those who disrupt and those who will get disrupted. Period. That's the game. You have to figure out which side of the line are you on. Are you going to be the ones to disrupt, or are you going to be the ones to disrupt it? And it's no more about big disrupting big or small disrupting small. Today, a small can disrupt a big as easily like this. What matters is your agility. What matters is how well you know your customer and you're able to really partner with your customer. And what matters the most is your AI mastery or digital mastery. I actually call it AI mastery because I think that is key. How well can you leverage these technologies, especially the new technologies that are coming our way, to help companies, hospitals, banks, manufacturing companies, retail companies completely transform their businesses? It's interesting, we worked with McKinsey recently to do a survey of 500 or 700 CXO, global CXOs. No one is looking for service providers or product companies. Everyone is looking for digital transformation partners, end to end. And what do they want? They want agility. They want speed, speed, speed. Because remember those two lines? Everyone wants to catch up. So they want speed. They want people who can really customize based on their needs. And third, they want AI mastery. And the question I have for this group is, can this become that strategic inflection point for the tech SMEs in India? And it will only become that strategic inflection point if you want to make it that strategic inflection point. And is this something that you are ready to do? Is this that moment that you are ready to see is saying agility is on our side? We can build AI mastery maybe faster than larger companies, especially with technologies now coming in, no code, low code. You've seen what's happening with generative AI and how quickly it's learning how to develop code. You don't need to have those extensive resources anymore to compete. That game is also changing. That rule of how we have worked in the past is also changing. What you need, yes, is some level of good talent base that knows how to use these technologies and come out with the solutions that is needed to give you that leg ahead, right? And that's something I think the SME segment in India, at least based on my experience, has typically overlooked. We have underestimated the importance of talent. Most SMEs I talk to, we've completely underestimated the importance of talent. I get the family business concept. I get that this is, most of the SMEs in India, large part, are family businesses. So therefore, you're looking at the top rung or the family for the talent. But I'm sorry if talent may not exist in the family. You have to look out. You have to look out and beg, borrow, steal the best talent that you can find. You don't need the numbers that large companies have today, because a lot of that is going to get disrupted. But you need talent who can think different and who can help you disrupt those businesses. And I think if I have to give one action call, I would say that really has to be the focus. How do you build a clever, and I'm using the word clever here with a lot of thought, how do you build a clever talent development strategy for this sector? Because I think that if you can do that, agility, you are known for customer service, you are known for working so closely with your customers. No one knows their customers better than our small partners, small businesses. You have agility and customer centricity on your side. Can you build the AI mastery or not? And I think this is an opportunity for us pretty much to miss. The opportunity is out there. Everybody today is pretty much at the same starting line. Everybody's trying to figure out, how do I build my AI mastery? How do I get ahead in the game? How do I become a disruptor and not get disrupted by someone else? And I think there's tremendous power in the community that NASSCOM has, the NASSCOM community, where we can come together to figure out what should be those strategies to get ahead in the game. As NASSCOM, I think that should be our commitment, that should be our priority one, to work with you to figure out what are the ways we can build digital mastery, AI mastery, and quicker than maybe some of the other sectors. So looking forward to working with all of you. I'm looking forward to the awards. I know there are some fantastic companies that we are going to recognize, and congratulations to everyone who participated. And have a great conference. Thank you.